Danny Games here. Welcome back to the channel. Back with another Dreamsnap video, going over the Moana Dreamsnap challenge submissions that have been posted in the Discord. This is part 2. If you haven't watched the first part, go and watch that video. Either now or perhaps after this one. Either way, there's amazing submissions in part 2. Part 1. I guess in part 2 too. In both parts are amazing submissions, so make sure you're watching both. But we're going to go look at the amazing creations you guys have come up with. They're all so stunning, and I'm so excited to show them off with everyone because visually they are just so pretty. So why don't we jump over to Discord, have a look at the amazing creations from you guys, and let's look through them. Starting off strong, we have a submission here from Doodles, and oh my god, this is amazing. Look at this. Okay, for one, we've got Stitch here looking super adorable, playing his little guitar ukulele thing. So cute. I love that we've got Moana waving. The fact that you somehow managed to time like Stitch with Moana, incredible. I do see Pua over here as well, which is super cute. I love that we've got this long like landscape view of the ocean. Now my guess is that you've actually made this in the meadow. And oh my god, how incredible. This feels like a very beachy submission despite there being like no sand. There's just something about it that just feels, it just fits, it just works, it just, it works. It just looks natural. This is incredible. I mean, your character looks amazing as well, but this is just such a stunning scene, a stunning backdrop. This is gonna do really well, I can tell, because this is just visually so stunning. So honestly, amazing work here. This is incredible. Next up, we have Mamba Jules with a Tafiti inspired shot, and this is incredible. Now, I could be wrong. I have a feeling this is the sunlit plateau, and this is the giant like pond area, but it looks so cool. It definitely still has those kind of like beach vibes. Like it feels still kind of sandy, if that makes sense, but I love this. I love that you're standing in all the like really lush green foliage, like that just the way it works so well is just, this is incredible. You've got Moana and Maui here. The fact that Moana's looking up at like Maui and she's like, it's almost like she's rolling her eyes. She's like, oh, Maui. And then Maui's just like, you're welcome. Like, that's what I'm reading from this shot. It's so fun. And then we've got like Pua walking along, waddling along, all cute. So yeah, I don't know, this is just really fun. I love this submission. Amazing creation. Next up, we have Jolly with this submission, and this is really pretty. I love the colors in it. It's so vibrant. It just, yeah, very colorful. I love that your character's got this like purple vibe to her, and I think it complements very nicely with the pinks in the shot. I do love how you've even managed to make these corals feel like natural. They don't feel like they disturb the look of the shot. Like, you know how sometimes you see people take dream snaps and like you get night fawns in the background, or like the little stumps or the mushrooms, and they don't quite blend in. This blends in beautifully, and I definitely think using these natural spawning resources can work when they're sort of well themed, well tied in. Like this doesn't look like I'm not looking at this image and going, should have broke those rocks. I think it fits, it just works. I love that we've got Maui in the background here. I love all the foliage. That's very pretty. And I like this angle that you've taken it from. It feels like a very unique perspective. I think this is on the edge of Dazzle Beach, just by the forest, I do believe. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, it's just really nice to see it like this way, because a lot of them are in the other direction. So yeah, really nice shot. Next up, we have Princess Star Butterfly with this submission with Grandma Tala. And is it Tala? I think that's how you say it. Oh my god. This is so good. I absolutely love this. I think it's incredible. I think it was such a good touch to add the turtle, the I don't know what these companion sets are called. I completely forget. But like the glowing sets, this is such a good idea. Like, especially when I think of how Grandma Tala is like she becomes this ray spirit kind of thing. Like, and the turtle just, ow, I just poked my eye. I'm okay. The turtle just has that same kind of vibe. And I love it. I love that with like the turtle must have been wandering through the water, and that's why we have all those little splashes. And then we've got this kind of glow. No, would the turtle have run through there? I don't know, because like we've got the splashes like there was a critter in the water, but then the smoke kind of vibe from the turtle is the opposite way. So I'm not sure exactly how you did this, but this is an amazing effect. When I saw this, I immediately thought of the grandma. So yeah, I think this is a wonderful submission. I love this like perspective of looking at Maui's house like it's some sort of natural structure, and the fact that you're both in the water just works really, really well. So I think this is a wonderful scene, very beautifully set up. Next up, we have Say Hi Joel with this submission, and this is a really pretty submission. I love that we've got Maui in the background dancing. Um, I say dancing. Is it still called a dance? They're like the things that they do. Is dancing the appropriate term? I hope it is. So sorry if I'm using that incorrectly, if there's a kind of different word for it. But yeah, I love this. I love that you've got Moana here. We've got this like little boardwalk set up. We have the mats as well, and the canopy couches. They work together very nicely. This is a very pretty shot. There's not like loads of different elements, but it just works. The shot still feels very full of life, which I really like. We've got all the palm trees which decorate this beach very nicely. This is just a very pretty shot. I really like it. Next up, we have Bagelrina. Bagelrina is another content creator. If you haven't checked out their YouTube channel, make sure you do so. But I love this submission. I love, again, it's this orb effect. I'm just so sold on this orb effect. I love it so much. I was actually working on my Monster Sona submission on my alt account, and I was actually trying to utilize an orb, but I couldn't get the shot that I wanted with the orb because I wanted to use the like green flames as well, that I've got in the Forgotten Lands, but like I couldn't use all the flames that I wanted to because the orb was up too high, and oh, it was stressful. But it's something I tried to do. I'm really sold on this whole orb thing though. It gives this whole submission such a beautiful light. Yeah, the lighting on this is gorgeous. We've got the boat in the background, the Maui statue. This is really cute. I love how you've kind of like swapped the direction that the boards go in just for that little bit of extra like detail and uniqueness, if that makes sense. This looks wonderful, and I'm sure this will do well. Next up, we have Wolfie with this submission, and look at that beautiful Mickey cloud. I see that Mickey Cloud. That is like the perfect Mickey Cloud. It's so good. I love that you've got Maui in the background here, obviously doing his posing. I love that you and Moana are kind of like same but different, like both the hands on hip, both like looking towards each other. Like it's so cute to kind of like replicate that look, and I think it makes her pose look better. Like she doesn't look so still when you're doing it as well, you know. It kind of, yeah, it just works. It looks really cute, and I love all the like beach foliage with like the snails or starfish. We do have a turtle here as well. It's a very pretty submission. Next up, we have Pink Chair Gaming, and this is a gorgeous setup. This is so good with all these like foliage items going down towards Moana's house. And then we have a little bit of decor here. We've got like the casita. Well, this isn't the casita table. This is just the Mirabelle Encanto table. We've got the little like Oasis pool thing here, the canopy couch. I do believe that's a beach banquet there. Yeah, it's just really, really pretty. I like this. I think this is a lovely shot. I think it looks very lush, very tropical, and certainly a place that I'd love to go on holiday. It just looks really pretty. I like it. Next up, we have Silver Ears with this submission. I actually got to vote on this one. I was so happy when I came across it. I was so, so happy. I was like, hold up, I know this one. I know this one. And I like ran to Discord and I was like, oh my God, let me find it. I scrolled and I was like, I found your submission. Sorry, getting too excited there. But yeah, I was super happy when I saw it and I knew I recognized it and it was amazing to see. I get really excited when I see community member submissions that I recognize. It just makes me happy. I love that you've got this little tent here. That is so clever to use the tents that you get with Eternity Isle. Really, really smart play there. And I love that you're in so this is like the docks area of Eternity Isle, but instead of like the big two waterfalls that are at the end of the beach, this is the bit where you kind of like go through and there's like a secret hidden room. I say secret hidden room, you have to do it as part of like quest line, so it's not really secret, but you know, it's meant to be tucked away. And I love that you're in like this different area, but we've still got like this kind of like beachy sandy vibe. The waterfall works really well. It's a lovely mix of landscaping, and I think this is beautiful. Your character looks super cute. I really, really like this. I think this is nice. Next up, we have Amy with their submissions, and we have this beautifully like illuminated setup, which I really, really like. We've got Moana here. She looks incredible. The moon looks amazing. We have Stitch here. Like, he looks so, so cute. Even with this, like, little, like, companion table setup. That looks really cute. We've got all the boats. This really does have, like, a nice, lively vibe to it. And I really love this. I think this is gorgeous. And then we have your next submission here, and this is incredible too. You've got Moana here dancing again like you did in the last submission, just a different like kind of like pose. I love this walkway. These tiles look so good, like intermixed with like these lights and the golden plants. Never have I ever thought to decorate in this way, but it looks so, so good. Your character looks amazing with green lipstick as well. Like, that is such a vibe. I'm here for it. I love that we've got the boat in the background because obviously this is an Eternity Isle. It's just a really unique setup. I love the pops of colour. It's so vibrant and yeah, this is just wonderful. Next up, we have Nolan with this submission, and visually, this is pretty incredible. This is, I've never seen anything like this. Now, I have watched Nolan's video. If you don't know, Nolan has got a couple of videos on YouTube with explaining about how to like deal with critters and also about this like this moon effect and glitch and stuff. So definitely worthwhile having a look at. But I love this, the amount of villagers you've got in this submission. I really feel like with your submission you've lent into like the whole village aspect of it. I do appreciate that you understand that the storm doesn't make a lot of sense, which, you know, fair enough, absolutely get. But this is just an incredible shot. Like visually, this is really something. I've never seen anything like this. This just looks incredible. And I'm excited to see how the results turn out for you, because obviously visually this shot is stunning, but it does have like against you the fact that it doesn't have that kind of like summery warm vibes. But this is so unique, and so for that reason I'm really excited to see how it does. I even see Sully up here. Like, oh my god, the more I look, the more I'm like, there's another villager. Like, we've got Olaf, we've got Rapunzel, we've got Stitch, that's Pua there, we've got Donald, we've got Ariel, we've got Eric, we've got Scrooge. I forgot his name. We've got Maui. We've obviously got Mirabelle and Moana here at the front. I'm curious if there's any others that I just haven't spotted, but this is really something unique and I like that. Next up, we have Cornflake Girl 80 here, and this is incredible. Another like Tafiti vibes. I love this. I love that you've used the winter arch, but because it's kind of like close up, you can't really tell that it's like snowy vibes. It just has more of those like tree bushy kind of vibes. But yeah, I love it with the lights in it. It just looks so pretty. I love the sparkles at the bottom from the Rapunzel flowers. We do have Moana in the background. I love all the landscaping, like so many floral elements. It's so pretty. This is a gorgeous photo. Next up, we have Tawana with this submission, and this is so pretty. Your character looks adorable. She looks lovely. I love that we've got Moana here. We've got Maui in the background. Using the Zen Garden. I never would have thought to use the Zen Garden in my shot because I feel like it's just not Moana themed. But this kind of like detailing of landscaping, like the greenery, is really, really cool and really unique, which I love. We've got the like beach lounges here and the wicker stools, which look amazing. Decorating using these like leaf rugs is a really great touch. We do have the water behind with the like dinghy in it, which is really cute. And then we have this like palm lit up palm tree, which just blocks some of the sun very, very nicely. I love when you can sort of see the sun in view, but it is kind of also blocked. I really like that. So this is a lovely submission. I'm really excited to see how this does. Next up, we have Punchy LaRue with this submission, and this is really, really pretty. I love all the like landscaping detail around Moana's house at the bottom. It just looks so pretty. Like, we have some of those like fern corals, we've got the anemone, we've got some like illuminated flowers here. This is really, really pretty. I love all the landscaping in the background as well with all the palm trees. We've got the boat here. We have Pua. You're at the front here posing with Moana, and I love that we've got the canoe poking into shot as well. This is a very, very pretty shot. I love how coordinated your outfit is. It's really nice, like the matching purple top and purple bottoms. I love. And then we have these like lily pads to the left. So this is a very, very pretty photo. I really, really like this. The sky is gorgeous. This is aesthetically stunning. Next up, we have Rora here with this submission, and this is so pretty and so unique. I really love this. So we've kind of like excluded your character from the shot, which still works really, really well. It just feels like a real kind of like slice of life photo, if that makes sense. Like, Moana's just doing her thing. She's just wandering about. She's doing her daily stuff, and we've just like captured this scene, and it's so pretty. The water looks incredible. This pathing here leading to Moana's hut and then leading off to the side here. The angle at which you've taken this photo, this is beautiful. I absolutely love this photo. It is incredible. The water, the foliage and landscaping is so well done. And yeah, this is gorgeous. This is a wonderful submission. Okay, so next up we have a submission of mine. And if you can't tell, this is obviously from my new account. So we actually have the ore here, which triggers the quest to get Ariel. This is the broken down boat that you need to repair and stuff like that. So yeah, this is this is my new account. And in fact, Moana's boat isn't even leveled up here. It's still like in need of repairs. So this took a little while to get. I managed to luckily time it where both Moana and Maui were dancing, and I was like, amazing. I was hoping to get like Pua and the like little turtles in the shot as well. Sadly, did not time that up with Moana and Maui, and unfortunately we do have Ursula in the background here, and we do have Belle. I'm hoping it doesn't take away from the shot. I'm hoping it's small enough in detail that no one's really gonna notice. And I did put Maui's house here because I just thought that was a nice little detail to have in the water. I did decorate the water a bit with some rocks and reeds and lily pads as well, just to give a bit of texture to the plain flat water. And then we have Moana's house in the background, and I wanted it to kind of look like there was a bit of life going on over here, and that maybe we were over here having lunch, relaxing on the beach, enjoying the sun and enjoying the water. That was the vibes that I wanted to create. Yeah, I hope it comes across well. I hope it does well. And a little gutted, like I said, not to have like Pua in the shot or any of the turtles that I wanted, but I think this will do well. Or I hope it does anyway. I hope it does. I guess we'll just have to see. Maybe it doesn't get voted on at all. Who knows? Next up, we have Kat with this submission, and I love this. There's a lot of detail in this photo. I love that we've got the banquet thing at the front here, but we've really zoomed in on it, so it adds a lovely bit of like decor to the foreground. I love that we can see the ships in the background. Like, they just look so like cool, and like visually it's kind of like there's a lot of depth. There's a lot of depth to the photo. We do have Maui in the background as well. We have a lovely little Mickey cloud here. Honestly, this is a very, very pretty submission, full of foliage, full of life, full of a lot of details. Like, we got the little turtle here. We have the snail. There's a starfish. There's like all these shells, the coconuts and everything. It just, lots of elements that work together very nicely. Next up, we have Angel of Thursday with this submission. I love the filter on this. I'm a big fan of this filter. I think it's really cool. Like, it just adds a kind of like interesting element to it, if that makes sense, with like the colors here. I think that's super cool. I love that we've got the mats here. We've got this, like, you got the boat, we've got this like seated area here. It's a very, very good submission. I love this. Next up, we have Fora with this submission, and this is so beautiful. So this is meant to be like fish market vibes. I love that we've got Pua here, like running by Moana. We have Maui in the background. We've got Stitch on his little ukulele, which is very, very cute. You're posing with the bird here, which visually just looks really pretty. And we have got a blobfish in it, which is a wonderful little addition. I love that. I love that it has these real fish market vibes. Definitely feels very full of life, which I love. It definitely has that village element to it. Like, we've got Stitch's house in the background. We've got Eric's house. We've got the beach house here. Obviously, you've got Moana's house as well and Maui's. It just works really nicely together and really adds a sense of like community, if that makes sense. Like, you can tell this is like a bustling neighborhood. Next up, we have Christian Henry with this submission. This is really cool and unique. We seem to have this glow of fire. I'm guessing from some sort of torch item, I would think. We have Moana's fishboat here, I think. But again, a really nice, unique angle. I do love the Mickey cloud in the background, you know. You know me, I'm always a big fan of the Mickey clouds. Which I think is amazing. We've got Moana here. We have the little citrus turtle as well. This is an amazing submission, so well done. Now, next up we have my main account submission. I actually changed it from what I originally created. I went back in and retook the shot. I unfortunately couldn't get Moana dancing. She did have enough room in that space that I trapped her in. She did dance at times, but I really wanted to get like Purr in the shot and everything like that. So I managed to catch this one. Moana's not looking very lively, but I'm hoping that Pua here looking really cute, and this little turtle, which actually with the sun orb rays, it almost looks like he's being abducted. He's being taken up to the skies. But yeah, I love this. I think this is an amazing shot. I really enjoy this. It's fun. I do like this submission. There are things that I wish were a little different. Like I said, I do wish Moana was looking a bit like happier and stuff like that. And I did want to boost my tags as well. I thought my tags were too low. So originally they were like, well, they were low and then I upped them. So yeah, I have increased my tags. So hopefully that helps me out a bit with scoring in the 4K club, I hope. Next up, we have Cole with this submission, and I love this. This is super fun. I love the colors on this photo. It has like this orangey vibe. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I just really like it. I think it's a different, like, kind of like colorway or color tone to how a lot of the other submissions look. We do have Moana here and Maui on the left and right sides, which works really well. And I love this kind of like background of foliage behind Moana's house. I think it works really well. And then adding in like a water element with those waterfalls just works really well. So amazing submission, 10 out of 10. I'm very excited to see how your results are. Next up, we have another submission from Nolan, but this time it's the second account. And I really like this one. It's very fun. So we've got the two little turtles at the front, which I think is like super adorable. I love that it looks like Maui's tending to an ice cream cart. Like, that's super fun. And obviously to get him posing like that just adds a bit of sort of dynamic, like, vibes to the shot. You have Moana on the right. We've got her boat in the background as well. This is a very vibrant shot. It's very bright, full of life, full of color, and I really like this shot. I think it's going to do really well. Next up, we have a submission here from Jolly, and this is a very like Te Fiti inspired submission. I love it. The colors, oh, it's so stunning. It's full of life, full of foliage. It just feels like a breath of fresh air. I absolutely love this. We have the Maui statue in the background, which I think looks amazing. We have Moana here. I would bet that this is a Mickey cloud. It looks round enough to be one. I have a feeling it's part of a Mickey cloud. I could be wrong, but it just has those vibes. But yeah, I love the foliage. I love all the flowers, the tropical vibes of this, the moon. This is a beautiful submission. And here is Roll Marianne's submission. This is lovely. I mean, I know you've mentioned that you weren't inspired, but I like the uniqueness of this shot. I do obviously wonder whether or not the fact that this is so open like might have an impact, but I like this. It's a very unique perspective. The fact that Moana is looking out to the boat, to the water. She's longing for the water. And it just feels so on theme for Moana, which I love. It just kind of like has the right vibes. Which I love. And then I love this foliage. The way you've created this using the vine wall is just such a beautiful little detail. I think this is a really, really creative submission. I think this is clever. I think this is unique. So I hope it does do well because it is unique. I love this. I actually think it really sums out Moana. She wants to be on the water. She wants to go out beyond the horizon. And yeah, I think this is just wonderful. And last, but most certainly not least, we have Sunny with this submission. Okay, we can all quit Dreamsnaps. We don't need to bother. We don't need to try. What is the point? This is stunning. This is gorgeous. The way you've captured this bird here. Your character looks amazing. We have the turtle here, the turtle in the background. The coconuts by Maui, genius. Even the water here. The water looks incredible. We've got Eric's ship. Even the pirate treasure, I can tell, is in the background there. We've got Moana's house. The beautiful sparkles. The sparkles. The banquet table. The fact that you've used these hay bales here on the beach. No, never would have I thought of that. But it looks amazing. How? Like, I just don't... How do you all do it so good? Teach me your ways. This is incredible. I love this. This is beautiful. Like, even the lighting on the sky is gorgeous. This is beautiful. Amazing work. So, as you can see there, a lot of amazing submissions. There are a ton of incredible submissions out there. I have so much joy looking over your submissions, everything that you all create. It's so wonderful to see. So I want to thank every single one of you for sharing. It really means a lot to me that you would share with the community, share it in my Discord so I can share it in these videos as well. So thank you for that. And I hope if you are someone who maybe hasn't submitted but likes watching these videos, I hope these videos inspire you, give you kind of like creative ideas of different things you can do in Dreamsnaps. And I hope you just enjoyed seeing the wonderful submissions that people have put time and effort into creating. So thank you everyone for sharing. Thank you everyone who's watched the video. If you have, don't forget to leave a little like. It means a lot to me as a small content creator. And to all my channel members and my subscribers, thank you so much. I love you all. I hope you all have a fantastic week next week. I hope you all get amazing scores in Dreamsnaps. And take care. Much love. Bye, guys.